Good morning. Welcome, everyone. This is our somatic practice for the week. And usually I go on Sundays, but yesterday was the Super Bowl, and I figured there were probably a lot of parties or pregame things going on, and that moms would be busy, of course, doing things, to either prep the house, cook food, get everything ready for that evening. And so I figured it would be better to come on today and share the practice. I'm Stacey Johnson, and this is Calm Mom Conversations, where busy moms learn calm in real life. Each week, we practice simple body based techniques that help your nervous system reset. So you don't have to keep pushing through overwhelm. And today I'm going to guide you through a short somatic practice that you can use in real life moments when your mind is racing and your body feels tense. There's no perfection required, there's no special setup, there's no equipment that you need. You just need a few minutes to come back to yourself, to find that space. So, wherever you are, take a breath and let's begin. So, again, like I always say, grab your favorite beverage, coffee, tea. Today, mine is water, and we're going to get started. So, again, we don't need equipment for these exercises. You can do them usually anywhere that you are. So, if you are working out of the home and you're getting ready to go into a busy meeting, you can do this practice. If you are a stay-at-home mom and you've got kids going in and out, or you're doing laundry or cooking, again, you can take a few minutes to do one of these practices. You can also do it in the car, like in the pickup line waiting for the kids. You know that they're going to be bringing in all of that energy from the day and sharing about either what happened. Usually it's what happened on the playground, what happened in the lunchroom, or maybe they have an assignment that they are overwhelmed about. But wherever you are, you can do one of these practices. And again, I want to be able to share tricks, tips, tools that overwhelmed moms have. I'm going to share a story. Last week, I was in my favorite nutrition shop getting my loaded tea. It's packed with energy, natural energy, and vitamins. And I was in line waiting, and the lady in front of me was sharing with the owner, who I've become friends with, about how overwhelmed she is. She has 3 kids, all under the age of 15, and her husband works a lot of hours, and she just feels overwhelmed. Like everything, she's doing everything. And she was talking about what it felt like. She felt the best way to handle things was to be her children's friends. And I'm all about connection over correction. We want that emotional connection with our kids, and we don't want to always feel like we are correcting. But there also is that balance, because when we are being friends with our kids, we sometimes think that will stop the overwhelmed, but ultimately, kids want structure, and kids do well when there is routines and structure, and they know they can trust you, and they can have that boundary of you're the parent and they are the child. And she was just talking about how overwhelmed she was, and she just says, I just need a day away. And I shared that, why don't you just take a breath, and I showed her one of the techniques, because taking a trip somewhere, that all sounds great, right? But the thing with going on a trip is that it's that one-time hit. We've gotten our dopamine hit during that time, but then that's over. And we go right back to that overwhelmed, busy life. That one day getaway doesn't take away that whole week of busy life. And that busyness is what a lot of times causes that overwhelm. And the other part that causes the overwhelm is the energy and the emotional energy that our kids bring into the home as well. And so learning how to balance that is this unique trick as well. And that's what I help with is learning how to stay within your own emotional energy and not allowing the negative energy of your loved ones to impact you. But then also learning how to use tools during the day so that you don't carry on all those overwhelmed little events that happen. And so let's go ahead and take a look at two new tips that you will go through. I have a therapy background, so I have these cards that I got from a training. So I don't think you can go anywhere and buy them. They're called somatic therapy exercise cards. And we've been doing, usually 2 a week. So we're going to pick again 2 cards. All right. So the first one I picked was free-form dance. Free-form dance involves spontaneous movement without a set routine. It allows for personal expression and emotional release. It promotes creativity, self-discovery, and well-being, often used in, settings usually like a dance therapy, but we can do it within our own home. This is not one that you're going to be using in the car. You need to be able to move around. So this would be good for, you know, maybe in your own office space or in your home. I do it in the kitchen when I'm cooking. When I have the music on, I just allow myself to kind of move with the music. So you can close your eyes and just let the music guide you as you sway, twirl, step to the beat. Feel the energy flowing through you, releasing any tension or stress. Embrace the freedom of movement and connect with your inner self. Dance if no one is watching, allowing yourself to be completely immersed in that present moment. Let the music be your guide as you express yourself through the language of the body. Turn the music up. Listen to the beat. Hear that beat. Feel your body moving. Like I said, I love dancing in the kitchen. I just turn it on, and when I'm cooking, I move throughout the kitchen to that music. And nothing else at that moment, nothing else is on my mind except for the song. So usually I will sing along with it, but you just freely move. There's no right or wrong answer to it. And another one is a different breathing technique. It's this alternate nostril breathing, also known as nasal shodhana. It's a breathing technique from yoga that helps to balance the energy in the body and calm the mind. This is a technique that can be used anywhere. So you'll sit comfortably, with your spine straight. You can sit on the floor, you can sit in your car, you can sit in a desk chair. Usually your feet flat on the ground is the best if you're sitting in a chair. And you're going to rest your left hand on your left knee, palm facing up. Use your right hand and bring it towards your face. Use your right thumb to gently close your right nostril and slowly inhale through your left nostril. Counting to 4, focus on the breath as if it enters your body, and use your right finger or pinky finger to gently close your left nostril while releasing your right nostril. And you're going to slowly exhale through your right nostril, counting to 4. So you're going to breathe in through your left. Then you're going to exhale through your right. Use your right thumb to gently close your right nostril again while releasing your left nostril. And you'll do this again. You'll repeat that pattern of breathing in through your, we're going to close off the right and breathe in through the left. Then slowly exhale through the right. And then you can rotate that. And you'll continue alternating nostrils, inhaling through one and exhaling through the other for several rounds. Aim for at least 5 to 10 rounds to experience the full benefits of that type of breathing. That's a little bit more difficult for me. I prefer the box breathing that I taught you guys, I believe, a couple weeks ago. I think I did that box breathing. Maybe I did not. Yes, I did. So any time that you want to see a different technique, go back to the previous rounds. And I teach usually 2 a week. So make sure you can go back to any of the other ones and catch what I have taught. Again, I'm giving you a couple techniques each week, each tools, and you're going to build your own toolbox. Now, I have several other tools that I teach, and you're welcome to book a coffee chat. It's down in the description. And you can ask me about anything else. We can grab a cup of coffee and you can discuss the things that are overwhelming you. And we can talk about some other techniques. I build a whole toolbox, of tricks that we overwhelmed moms need. And down also in the description is a link to my free Focus and Calm Breakthrough Kit. And it has an overwhelm checklist. See what areas are overwhelming you, because that'll guide us on what tips you need the most. And the other thing that I'm doing that helps my nervous system is I'm building generational wealth. And that link is also in the description. And make sure you subscribe, because as soon as I get to 1,000 followers, I'm going to have a membership. It's going to be a very low cost membership where you'll be able to join and get access to some of my master classes at no additional cost. And so go ahead and hit that subscribe button while you're at it too. All right, we'll talk to you later.